Hello everybody, it's Kristen and welcome back to my channel. It feels as though I haven't spoken about twin flames in so long. So this video is about sacred unions, twin flames, and marriages of the heart, and how these unions are actually solo missions. So let me say that again and then I will explain. So your sacred union, your marriage of the heart, your twin flame romantic love union is actually a solo journey. So when we live inside of ourselves, in our heart, when we are heart-based and have created an alignment of the divine masculine and the divine feminine within ourselves, we no longer project our wounds onto other people, and we no longer dance with the wounds of others that are being projected onto us. Isn't that cool? Okay, so let me go into further explanation of this. So when we are living in a mind or exterior-based existence, there is a lot of pointing fingers and blaming. And the mind will come up with a million reasons as to why this person isn't good enough, how they can never change, how this situation can never even change, cancel. And the mind might not even be able to see it, right? So it might even just put you up against a brick wall because it can't even see how things could possibly shift or how anything could heal. And that is all external. Okay. And so from that place, we are in an uphill battle to work through any argument, to heal a relationship, to get back into the vibration of love, because it's all ego energy that is outside of ourselves. And so that is a constant projection of unhealed wounds. And like I said earlier, it is also then going to be doing the dance with the other person and all of their unhealed wounds. So no matter where you are in your twin flame journey, having your interior alignment of your own divine masculine and divine feminine energies, and having a way to process through your feelings, your emotions, so that the toxic patternings aren't constantly boomeranging back on you, is how the dynamic of your twin flame union will shift. Isn't this amazing? It is the biggest oxymoron and paradox ever that a union of two people is a solo, internal, individual journey, but it is. And if you feel into this, and if you think of dynamics in your own relationships, you can see how this plays out. That when your perspective, when you shift and get the clarity inside yourself, that the things that were bothering you externally cease to wreak havoc anymore. So what I've really seen that's been very interesting in sessions with clients and twin flames who are already married or currently dating is week one, we're in a lot of finger pointing energy. And when we implement tools for how each individual can process through how they're feeling, and processing through your feelings unties that knot, right? It untangles whatever knot that you're experiencing. And so then when we get to week two, this is the coolest thing. Sometimes the couple can't even remember what the quarrel was week one. It no longer exists in their union, but it doesn't even exist in their conscious or awareness in their personality, in their mind. So this goes back to the importance of having a process, having a way to work through your feelings and your emotions so that you are not doing a dance of unhealed wounds and unhealed wounds. Because that tends to lead to separation, right? When couples have met, but they're in this polarized energy, so the magnets just keep pushing the energy apart. So if you're currently in separation and your mind is coming up with all kinds of reasons why this person is broken and how you'd have to fix them, or if your mind can't even see how this situation could ever even heal or resolve itself, that is an indicator that it is time to get back into your heart and ask the question, what would love do? I worked with a client the other day who is currently in separation from her twin flame, and she had all of these reasons as to why this could never and would never happen. And when we processed through it, it was like even at the end of the session, all of those knots were so detangled, we couldn't even retangle them. Her perception had shifted so drastically out of victimhood and into love and compassion for herself as to what was calling for herself to heal, and also the compassion for her counterpart with understanding what he's healing. So the next part of this is that whatever is coming up, whatever trigger is really presenting itself right now, is actually a wound ready to heal. And when we heal those wounds within ourselves, they are indirectly and directly healed within our counterpart. And so I gave a reading to a man, a divine masculine, in a separation right now with his twin flame wife. And this was such an epiphany for him to understand that his healing directly affects the union positively and directly helps his counterpart. When we learn how to process through our emotions and then get to our truth and then can speak our truth, the whole dynamic of the union is healed and the vibration of the union is raised. So that's why this oxymoron, this paradox of a twin flame union being a solo journey, is also something that is applicable to what is happening on our planet and in humanity in general. The change that we seek, the change that we want to see exterior, happens first interior. When we decide to be the change, when we decide to heal ourselves, when we decide to go in deep, to delve down into finding that treasure chest known as our true authentic selves, the rewards, the treasures that are found are so far beyond ourselves. And it's worth it to go on that journey. It's worth it to dig through and to process through how you feel. It will positively affect the dynamics of your union. And like I said before, even if you're in separation right now and you are not speaking with your twin flame, your interior journey is so very important. Processing through how you feel and the triggers that cause the separation in the first place is how the union will heal and come back into physical form. And if you find your mind trying to think its way through all of this, it's time to remind your mind, your mental level, that this is not its job. It gets a total pass on this because it's not the mind's responsibility to figure out affairs of the heart. That's the heart's job. So that's where we go back to sacred unions are a solo journey. They are a journey of coming into alignment with our true authentic selves. So what we are projecting out is not unhealed wounds, but rather our true essence. And then the ego dances don't even come into play. The whole dynamic of the union shifts when the projections of love and compassion and true authentic selves and essence are the dominant vibrations. So, how does this feel? How does it feel to know that your twin flame journey, your sacred union, is a solo mission? And that your singular responsibility is your alignment within yourself. And one of the really awesome things is the universe assists us through planetary alignments, through solar flares, and through all sorts of cosmic activity to help us awaken to this truth of our true authentic selves and to live in our essence, to live in our tone. This Aries full moon combined with the Libra energy of October is giving us this boost, this balance, is giving us this perspective of Aries, which is about me and an individual, and how as that individual works within the whole and the union and affects the community, which is the Libra energy. So at this full moon, we can recommit to our twin flame unions and recommit to our self-healing journey, not only as a way to live as our true authentic selves and to really ground ourselves in the love grid, but as also a way to contribute to society, humanity, and our planet as a whole that is going through a massive transition and transformation right before our eyes. So when we decide that the change starts within ourselves and make that our priority, the external world will take care of itself and it will transform in magical ways that your mind could have never even imagined. So give your mind that break, right? Give your mind the day off. Give your mind that respite by allowing your heart to make the most important decisions for you, which are, what would love do? How can I let love win? What would love say in this situation? And if you notice when you ask those questions, everything comes back inside immediately. And that's where alignment is found. That's where healing is found. And that's where the foundation for your twin flame union is, inside yourself. Feeling whole and complete, and having blended and integrated your own divine masculine and divine feminine energy. All right, so as always, if you need help or any clarity, and when I say help, I mean help processing through how you feel, help processing through your twin flame dynamic, all the information to book an appointment with me is below. So I'm sending you lots and lots of love and wishing you a magical day and weekend, and holding space for you to find this balance of your energies within yourself, finding the alignment within yourself, and then allowing that magical alignment to transform and to shift the vibration of your union. It's possible. Believe it's possible. Start with yourself. Lots of love. Namaste.